Welcome to the Know Before You Go Travel Show, where we share all the latest travel tips, tricks, and insights to make your next vacation the best one yet. So sit back, relax, grab a cocktail, and enjoy the show with Penyak Travel's George Penyak and our senior travel consultant, Janet Penyak.
What is up, everybody?
Hey, everyone.
Welcome back to another edition of the Know Before You Go Travel Show, and this might be our favorite, or my favorite show yet.
Well, it is pretty exciting.
This is an exciting show.
Yes.
Because we're all quarantined.
Everyone's quarantined. You can't go anywhere. Nothing's open.
Nothing's open. We're all going crazy. We're all going a little stir crazy. It's only like day 5.
And we're all out of our normal daily routines.
I mean, this is day 5, and we're losing our minds.
Yeah.
But in all the stir craziness, this episode's going to be very special. It's going to be very special. It's actually, we've never done an episode like this. We're not going to review a property.
Yep.
We're not going to do that. But when the herd, it's almost like this episode's going to be similar to like how you want to buy stocks. Is when the herd goes one way, the people that go the other way win.
Oh, yeah.
What are we talking about today?
We're talking about why you should book and plan travel now. Because the deals out there are crazy. Especially for summer travel.
The supply and demand has swung so out of whack right now. And we're not talking about book and travel for April, obviously. We're not talking about May. We're talking about June and beyond.
Right.
And we're talking about you can actually book trips with full protection. So God forbid something were to happen, you could cancel for any reason, get all your money back, or move it.
Move it, because a lot of companies and airlines, if you book travel right now, they're allowing you to make a change, and they're waiving all cancel and change fees. It's like an incentive to get people to book and travel, because obviously everyone is quarantined and
no one's booking.
And no one's booking anything, and the planes are still flying and they're flying empty.
Supply is high and demand is low right now, so prices are dropping. And we're talking, we found some stuff like 60, 70% off for even like the fall. I mean, It is crazy right now. And it's almost like, why not book almost? Because you're protected. Yeah,
if you've wanted to do something, do some sort of trip, then why not book it? Because you're protected, where you could either get canceled for any reason insurance if that's available. Sometimes it's not.
Yep.
Or you are guaranteed to be able to move your trip with, no penalties or fees to do so.
Yeah, and it's just crazy. Like, I mean, and it's one of those things where, like, everyone usually books one trip a year. A lot of people have canceled their trips. But now if you look at rebooking right now for the fall, I mean, it's just unbelievable. And we've always said on the podcast, too, you always get what you pay for. Now is one of these times where you're going to get more than what you pay for.
You're going to get a lot more than what you pay for.
It's very rare. Like, we've never seen anything like this. So we're actually planning our fall trips now. Well, we have to book some of these trips. Like Hawaii, the flights are stupid cheap.
Well, everything that I've priced, though, is for June, just so you know.
Oh, you just did June. That's fine.
And this is March. Today is March 22nd, just to give you an idea.
Yeah, and fall's right around the corner, and these rates are probably pretty low in fall, too.
Yeah, but I'm finding that the really, really good airfare pricing is June, just because it's kind of uncertain right now.
Yeah.
So, but again, there's not really a risk because you can move it.
I mean, it's crazy. So, and I'll be honest, if this thing is dragging on until June, we're all screwed anyway. So, world's ending, Armageddon's here. You might as well roll the dice.
Yeah. But, have one last hurrah.
Yeah. So, what we're going to do in the show, we're actually going to share some of the properties that we like to book, some of our client favorites.
Yes.
And we're going to do value property to high-end properties, and we're going to try to hit everywhere a little bit. A lot of the things that we typically book, and we're going to share how low some of these rates are. Yep. And by the way, before we continue, thank you for mashing the subscribe button. I think about half of our audience are 60% subscribed. So if we get that other 40 to mash the subscribe button, that would be awesome.
Yes.
We would love it. So mash subscribe. And then if you like what you're hearing, feel free to give us a 5-star review. We would love it. We just got an awesome review, by the way. I want to give him a shout out. I'll give him a shout out at the end of the show. You have to give me my phone so I can look it up.
Oh, I didn't even know that we had one.
Yeah, someone gave us a great review. Yeah, so we're going to give him a little shout out on the show here.
Okay.
But anyways, but we love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's really trying times right now. Very strange out there. Like, we're going stir crazy. Our dogs are going stir crazy. I think everyone's going a little stir crazy from being inside for 5 to 6 days now.
Yep, it's crazy.
Restaurants are closed. It's very weird out there.
It is very strange times. Yep.
Yeah, things are quiet.
But I hope everyone stays safe, healthy, washes your hands, use hand sanitizer.
Exactly.
Hopefully everyone has a little bit of that, because it seems like it's hard to find.
Yeah, like I'm kind of like weirded out because we have always used hand sanitizer.
Yeah,
always, like,
and we do have some big things of it just because we always use it. But
yeah, and now all of a sudden, like it's selling out,
and now we can't find it anywhere.
I'm like, what were you guys doing before? Were we the only ones using hand sanitizer? Like,
a little tip.
How many hands do I shake a day? What?
Well, a little tip, and we've always done this, but I read this today online, is experts are saying to use like a paper towel or something while you pump your gas so you're not touching the gas pump because that's how a lot of it's being transmitted. Well, actually, George and I both have a hand sanitizer pump, and we've always had it in the driver's side
door. In the little pocket of the door on the inside.
And so every time after, we always pump gas or leave the grocery store after pushing the buggy, then
you get in your car.
And pump.
Yeah, hand sanitizer. And it's like
maybe everyone will start to do that now.
Yeah, it's a good hack. And it's not the handheld size, it's the medium size one.
Yeah.
And you put it sits almost in that cup holder in your side door.
Yep.
In your driver's side door.
So you got the pump, so it's really easy to access.
Man, just pump it. We did it all the time.
Yep.
That's why I don't get the flu.
Knock on wood.
I haven't had the flu in a long time, probably since college.
Yeah, knock on wood. And you may or may not...
Yeah, our dog is going...
I was going to say, you may or may not hear our dog in the background.
We have a dog in the studio.
Yep, Lucia, named after the island St. Lucia. She is in the studio, and she's playing with her ball and rolling all around and shaking. So
she's going to town on this tennis ball. Yeah. By the end of this episode, that tennis ball is ripped in two.
Yeah. So, but she is a German Shepherd mix. But if you hear her, that's what it is. If you hear any other sounds.
She just broke it. There it goes. These are the things we talk about in quarantine.
Yeah.
This is like the most interesting
thing. When is it going to break?
But seriously, we hope you guys are all staying safe out there. We hope your family members are safe. It is a very scary thing. I think all the precautions are necessary. I was a little more optimistic that this might pass in a couple weeks, but I don't know now. It may linger on a few more weeks. I really don't know. I really think the social distancing will help. There still are things to do though. Like before we get in, trust me guys, we're going to get into all the deals here in a second. But golf courses are still open. There are, walk, get outside,
go for a bike
time,
ride,
record a podcast.
Yeah, there's things to do.
So without further ado, let's roll right in to the pricing.
So
where do you want to start?
I was going to say, I've got a lot here. So I don't know. I guess I'll start with one of our favorite resorts that we do mention a lot. So
yeah, and these are in no order from least nice to nice. That we're just kind of spitballing here. But
one thing I will tell you is if I'm mentioning it, then I would recommend it, and I would be okay with sending you there. I'm not going to be like, oh, here's this super dumpy place, and it's a great deal. So all of these, I would book clients to.
Like these are resorts that we would go to.
Yeah.
These are absolutely resorts that we would go to, and that says a lot because I consider us pretty well traveled. We travel probably 6-7 times a year to all different countries and resorts and cruises and all the stuff that we're fortunate to do because of the travel agency that we operate. So let's drop some...
So Secrets Cap Cana, it's one of our top favorites in Punta Cana.
I'd put that in my top 5 all time.
So, and just to give you an idea, all of these are priced for 5 nights, June 11th through the 16th, and they all include cancel for any reason insurance. So
explain why that's so important before we continue. Just again, reiterate it.
Yep, because then there's no risk to you except for the cost of the cancel for any reason insurance, which for all of these packages, that's $89 a person. Yeah. So basically, if you were to book what I'm about to give you some pricing on, and then you decided that you could not go because of what's going on, and you didn't want to move your dates, at no penalty.
You could still move your dates. If you didn't want to, if you just wanted your money back.
Yep, if you just want to cancel and then try again next year, you could cancel and you would get all of your money back except the $89 a person. Yeah. So, I mean, worst case, you're getting an excellent deal, and then you might be out, depending on how many people are traveling, $178 for 2 people. That's not that bad.
No, that's not that bad. And that's if you completely just want your money back. You can actually move it and still lock in that low rate.
Yeah, because a lot of...
It's awesome.
Yeah, and a lot of places are allowing you to move. And so, for example, Secrets is doing this, move the date, keep the rate.
That is sexy.
Yeah, so then...
That got me excited.
Yeah, so then you could even change your dates, and then you're not... The only thing that you might have to pay an increase for would be if the airfare is a different price.
If the airfare goes up. But that room rate that is so cheap right now is
right.
It's almost like if you know you're going to take a family trip at the end of the summer, you need to do this because you will save.
Well, these deals are all for the beginning of June because that's when I found the best. Yes, but I did find the best deals on resorts and airfare for the end of June. And then I do have a cruise too that I'll give you the info on as well. But
this stuff is good. All right, look up Secrets
Cap Cana. 2 people for 5 nights.
What's the typical rate? What's the typical rate on something like this?
So what it is right now is you're just under $2,600 for 2 people with airfare, and that's from Charleston, South Carolina, just because we're in the Columbia area, and a lot of people either fly out of Charlotte or Columbia, Charleston, but I found that Charleston had the best pricing. So just under $2,600 for 2 people, all inclusive stay, and I would say with airfare,
5 nights,
and cancel for any reason
that
insurance
comes with the insurance.
Yeah, I would
say.
Holy
smokes, you cannot beat it. So, what does something like that typically run? Like explain what the price difference is here on what you usually book, because off your top of your head, blah blah blah.
That's a really good deal.
Yeah,
I would say on average the airfare would be at least $300 to $400 more a ticket than it is right now. So that's $600 to $800, and the resort's on sale. So you're saving at a bare minimum $1,000, and I would say $1,000 to $1,500.
Wow.
I mean, it's a very, very good deal.
That is solid, and that's a great resort.
Yes.
We have been there. We love it.
It's all inclusive, so that's all your meals, all your drinks, everything. It's in a gated community. It's great.
Adults only?
And adults only, yep.
So that's one thing to remember. So oftentimes when we quote stuff or we review stuff, places we travel, we like adults only because we don't have kids yet. Now, when we have kids, we don't mind.
Right.
And we've gone to non-adult only places and we didn't mind it, But when we just tend to look there first. That's usually why we go to mostly these adult only.
Oh, yeah. Well, and so I also have some family-friendly resorts there that I priced out. So this one, I cannot even believe the price on this, but it's Dreams Palm Beach Punta Cana. So it's a family-friendly resort. So
tongue twister.
Same dates, 5 nights, 2 adults, 2 kids, 8 and 10 is what I priced. Round trip airfare, and cancel for any reason insurance, you're under $3,000.
Holy smokes.
$2,788.34.
Family of 4?
For a family of 4.
Wow.
All inclusive, so all meals, drinks, everything. That includes the airport transportation and the cancel for any reason insurance.
You put your wallet away, the kids can have whatever they want. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is like stupid cheap, and that's a great resort. I would say that's like 50% off. It's
Families,
crazy.
If you want us to book this for you, feel free, please, seriously, go to pegnactravel.com, fill out a request quote, or feel free to message us on Instagram or Facebook. It goes right to us. Janet will take good care of you. She always takes good care of all of our clients. But we would love to have more. We have a lot of listeners that are clients. We'd love to have more listener clients.
Right.
But yeah, so if you're curious in these deals and you want help, someone walking you through how the insurance works and how to protect this good deal you got, we can help you for sure.
Right. And again,
that's an incredible deal for a family.
Yeah. And so if you needed or wanted to cancel and June came and you decided that you didn't want to go, then you would just be out the cancel for any reason insurance, which would be for 4 people, $356.
And that's only if you want your money back.
Right.
Fully protected.
Right.
If you just want to move, if say this thing does linger on, you just want to move the dates, you have that flexibility. You might have to change the air, but the air's letting you change right now. So
right.
You've got nothing. There's really not that much to lose in something like that because you're getting that at what? Almost, that's
well over 50% off.
Yeah, we're talking that's close to 60% off the normal
And this
rate.
is for 5 nights, so that's like a whole week, work week. And then also price the Hard Rock Punta Cana, which is very popular, and they have a casino there, so there's something for everyone. So that one with, same thing, cancel for any reason insurance, all inclusive, round trip airfare, round trip airport transportation, $32.39 for a family of 4.
That's incredible.
So
that's incredible.
Again, these deals, I have not seen deals like this probably since I've been in the industry.
So in my opinion on what's going on right now and why these prices are the way they are, we are not. There is nothing else that can happen. I mean, outside of if we go any far past where we are, the world just stops.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're going to see deals get any lower without going into a Great Depression. Like, we're actually in a very interesting time because the economy's just kind of paused. I think once this is all over, the economy will come back. You'll see some small businesses that probably won't be able to open back up. But I think for the most part, we're going to come back fine. I think restaurants will be slammed. I can imagine, like, it's going to be a very exciting time, and I think you're going to see travel prices start to trickle back up pretty quickly because everyone's going to be itching to book. People are going to be excited.
Yes.
So now's the time to kind of take advantage of this. I just foresee when this thing, because China's already coming through it, we're going to come through the back end of this thing, and rates will go back up because more people are going to book. You want to kind of hop on this now, in my opinion, because we're booking our travel for the fall.
Yeah, and with these packages that I'm giving you, the only thing that you have to put down is $200 a person plus the cancel for any reason insurance. So it's $289 a person is what you would have to put down, and then the remaining balance would be due about May 2nd. So
and that locks your trip in too.
Yeah, which by May 2nd, I really think a lot of this will be calmed down. Again, if not, maybe the world's ending, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, if the world's ending. The world's not ending. We're going to be fine.
Yes.
We're going to be fine. Every restaurant's going to be a 2-hour wait. It's going to be a very exciting time once we pull this. Like, when I talk about it, I'm just so excited to see that happen because, it's a tough time. And, America and the world, humanity, we're resilient. I mean, we've gotten through a lot of tough stuff, and this is just another really tough thing we're going through. But there's always, an exciting time at the end here. So I'm pumped up.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel somewhere.
Think about booking a trip and then being like, we can travel again, yay. And
then knowing that you got such a great deal.
Oh, absolutely. You're getting double the trip you should.
Right. So moving on to another one of our favorite places, Jamaica.
Oh, can I ask you one more thing before we move on?
Oh, sure.
So what's crazy, what I think is real interesting about these cheap prices, you could actually take it a step further and go ahead and get that super nice upgraded room that you never thought
absolutely.
You could get that private pool luxury,
Yeah.
You could get I would love to see what Secrets Grenada is for the...
You mean Sandals Grenada?
Sandals Grenada, blah, blah. Sandals Grenada. I'm not drinking my coffee right now. Sandals Grenada with the infinity balcony pool.
Yeah.
My favorite room of all time.
Well, the one thing is I can't do cancel for any reason insurance on that. So.
Oh, why? Is that Grenada? Is that some Grenada thing?
It's a Sandals thing.
Wah, wah. But
because it's not like truly cancel for any reason where you get your money back.
Gotcha.
We won't get
cheap,
into that,
though.
but
that's
yeah,
fine.
it might be. So I know the airfare's cheap.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So
okay.
Moving on to Jamaica. So just looked at 2 different adults-only resorts there. So Secret St. James, which is in Montego Bay. Again, same thing, 5 nights, all-inclusive, adults only, includes round-trip airfare from Charleston, round-trip airport transportation in Jamaica, and your 5-night all-inclusive stay, $28.76, and cancel for any reason insurance.
St. James?
Yep, which we stayed at.
Smokes.
And
that place has great food, by the way.
Right.
That place had surprisingly great food. I remember the restaurant quality was phenomenal. The breakfast food was phenomenal. That was one of my top resorts for the food. Nice beach, had a really nice. You could actually like kind of get some good snorkeling there off the beach, but more high rise resort style feel instead of the village feel that we like. But that's okay. I mean, it's a great property.
Oh, absolutely.
What was that price again?
$28.76
for 5 nights.
Yep, all inclusive, airfare and cancel for any reason insurance. Yeah.
Wow.
So another one, which is another great resort, Iberostar Grand Rose Hall, and that one is $34.46.
Great property.
Yes, so
that's another great property.
Under $3,500, and you're getting all inclusive 5 nights. And with cancel for any reason insurance.
Put your wallet away. Now, some of these properties do accept tips. So if you were to take advantage of this, go ahead and bring, $100 in ones. Yeah. They all do actually. So bring like 100, 150 in ones. So you can kind of tip $2 here and there for drinks and people carrying your luggage and things like that. That's always appropriate at these properties. Very cool.
Yeah, and then
so what is that typically? What is the Iberostar typically?
I would say for 2 people for 5 nights with airfare during the summer is going to be anywhere from $5,000 to $6,000.
And it's how much?
$34.46.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, and the Secrets would be probably like $4,500. So,
literally half off.
Yeah. Now for a family of 4, Iberostar Rose Hall Beach. 2 adults, 2 kids, ages 8 and 10.
Good value
5
property.
nights. Yes, great value property. It's not far from the airport either. $37.75.95 for a family of 4.
Oh my
and again,
gosh.
That's round trip airfare, round trip airport transportation in Jamaica, all inclusive stay for 5 nights, and cancel for any reason insurance.
What kind of room is that?
That's just a standard room.
Okay.
You could get an upgraded one, an ocean front, and it was like $480 more.
Okay.
So you'd be a little over $4,000 for a week's vacation with your family. That's pretty good.
When typically that would be, especially if you get the upgraded room, that would typically be a lot more.
Yeah, I would say closer to $6,000.
Wow.
So
I mean, it's just it's the classic supply and demand. So supply is very high because so many people have canceled, and demand's very low. So prices are just sinking.
They are.
And I just don't see how it gets any lower because we're gonna pull through this.
I don't think they will.
It can't. It can't. I mean, you can't fly for free. You know. I mean,
No.
There's a cost to it. We're getting down to the bare bones of cost. You know, we're getting close to cost on these things, and you know. Take advantage of it. Or another hack you could do if you have enough time off or you have flexible days, book 2.
Yeah.
Book a late, book a early summer and a late fall or something if you wanted to.
Right.
If you have a set budget and everything's fine with you financially and your job and stuff throughout all this, book 2
I was going
of
to say,
them.
I do understand there is a lot of uncertainty in that right now. So.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
There is. But I mean, who isn't going to need a vacation after all this?
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of people will, for
all
sure.
of America will need a vacation after all this.
Yeah. So now looking at Cabo. So
Cabo Wabo.
Yeah. So
you can go to Cabo Wabo, get some Cabo Wabo for cheap.
Okay.
Cabo Wabos.
So family of 4, Dreams Cabo.
Okay.
Same thing, 5 nights, all inclusive, round trip airfare, round trip airport transportation in Cabo, and cancel for any reason insurance, $35.18.
Good Lord. And you don't have to put down that much. You can lock these trips in for
$289 a person.
And we love Cabo.
Yes, Cabo is a great place.
Love Cabo. It's extra hot. It's extra hot in the summer.
Yeah.
Just beware of that. Not the best beach destination.
No, it's not a beach destination.
The other side of Mexico is better. I think Cancun
Right.
is a fabulous beach, which we just got back from. I can't wait to do a podcast on those
Yes.
properties.
Yeah, we will.
So yeah.
And then one of our favorite properties in Cabo, the Cape. So that's not all inclusive, but for 2 people for the 5 nights with the everything else and cancel for any reason insurance was right around $2,500.
That's a really good deal.
That's a very good deal for that resort for 5 nights.
That is
So,
a hidden gem, almost, the Cape.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, I remember the one thing that stuck out to me the most about the Cape is the wow factor when you walk in.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole lobby is open air.
Right.
It's not even like even in a building. It's just open air lobby.
Yeah, and you walk right through, and then you see the
arch.
arch, which
Yeah.
is really cool.
You see the arch, and you're just like, wow, and you have this $1 million view of the horizon right when you walk in from the lobby. And they have very, very, very high-quality food.
Yes.
It's not all-inclusive, but that's okay. They still have a very nice swim-up bar. Not a very big property.
No, it's smaller.
Not a big beach property either. If you love a big beach, probably not the
Well,
property.
Cabo, if you like a beach, just don't go to Cabo.
Exactly.
If you're going just for the beach, then you don't want to go to Cabo.
Yeah, but if you want to see whales, if you like to do activities,
And you like a lot of culture, I think it's great. And that hotel is like 10 minutes from the marina of Cabo, and there's tons of things to do there as far as restaurants, shops, bars. So it's a great property.
very cool. The Cape is probably one if you have a family. I don't know if I'd go.
Yeah, I mean, there
think
were
it's- I think
families
it-
there, but I
yeah.
would say
Like younger kids probably wouldn't get as much out of it now.
no. I don't think
This
there's
is a more adult place.
Yeah, there's not enough for younger kids to do there.
I don't wanna
not
quite-
not at the Cape.
Yeah, I don't want to quite call it a boutique hotel, but yeah, I wouldn't. It's not a place I'd take. Like if we had like a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't do. I mean, maybe do like a. That's a good place for a baby moon.
Yes, that would be a good place for a baby moon.
Baby moon.
Yeah,
that's a great
but
place.
you can't drink margaritas.
Well, mom can't. Dad can.
Right, you can drink.
That'll
double.
drink double.
Yeah, there you go.
First one's on the way.
There you go.
Get them in while you can.
So for just looking at Cabo again for 2 adults, the Secrets Los Cabo, $22.63.
So the one we stayed at.
Yes,
Yeah.
we stayed there as well.
21.
$22.63 with cancel for any reason insurance,
And
5
air-
nights. That is unheard of.
And airfare.
And airfare.
That's
yeah,
the best deal yet, right there.
I think so. Yeah,
That's got to be close to the best deal that you've mentioned so far because that's an awesome property.
Yeah, so that's roughly $1,100 a person, and I had a group go last year, and they paid about $1,700 or $1,800 a person.
Yeah.
So that's a great deal.
And golfers, if you have a golfer in the family, they'll love this property. We golf there too. That is a phenomenal golf course.
Yes.
I mean, the views, you kind of golf from up on the hill. And so, because, Cabo can be very mountainous. Well, not mountainous, but hilly, I guess I
Yeah.
should call it. And that property sits down at the bottom of a hill near the, it's not really a beach, I guess you could call it a beach.
Yeah.
But, the water comes in, hits the rocks, and then you golf, and you kind of golf your way down the hill, and you just have all these, like, incredible, almost
great views.
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
Yeah. No, it is. So another Hyatt Ziva Los Cabos.
Okay.
2704.
All inclusive, right?
Yes. All inclusive for 2 adults, 5 nights, cancel for any reason, insurance.
Wow.
Yes. I mean, the deals are great. And one of my favorite deals that I just think this is crazy. Now, that's a very good price on the Cabo. But tickets to Hawaii right now
are
stupid cheap. Like, I have never, ever seen them.
We've been doing this a long time, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, a long time.
Right. And I have never seen them this low. So when I was there last October, I stayed in Honolulu. I stayed at the Alohilani Hotel. And it's not on the beach, but it's in Waikiki, and it's right across the street from the beach. And so for 5 nights, same dates, June 11th through the 16th, 2 people, cancel for any reason, insurance with airport transportation. This is not all inclusive, but $23.98.
Holy smokes.
For 2 people with cancel for any reason, insurance. That's an insane deal.
I just can't believe
and I love that hotel. They've done a very large renovation on it, so it's very new, modern, and it's right in the heart of Waikiki. So there's lots of shopping and restaurants nearby.
Are you taking your favorite show host there soon?
Yes. Well, actually,
he'd love to go.
Maybe not to Honolulu, but we'll see.
Okay. Just throwing a little tidbit in there.
Well, I mean, I would like to go there. We can go in June if you want. The tickets are cheap.
I mean, I'm down for any of this.
Yeah.
I am down for any of these deals that you've said, because I would stay at any of these properties or go to any of these places.
Yeah, and Honolulu, going to Honolulu, it is a lot more busy, but even just getting outside of Waikiki and the hustle and bustle of that, it's a beautiful island, especially riding up to the North Shore. There's a lot to do there, so I would definitely recommend it. Now, you could stay at that same resort, 2 adults, 2 kids, $34.91 for 5 nights. So you've got a family vacation in Honolulu for 5 nights
with flights.
With airfare. Yep. Airport transportation.
Cross-country flights from the East Coast, too.
Yes.
It's crazy.
And cancel for any reason insurance, and you're under $3,500. Now, you will have the resort fee when you get there, which is going to run you about $40 or so a day.
You'd have that anyways, though.
Yes. Yep. But, I mean, that's an outstanding deal for Hawaii.
What would that typically run?
I would say for a family of 4, that's going to be over $5,000. For the 2 adults,
so you're a couple grand easily, off already.
Yeah. You're at least $1,000 to $2,000, depending on how many people.
Good
but when I just look at the airfare for those dates was under $400 round trip, which I've never seen airfare to Hawaii for under $400 round trip.
No, never.
Never. That's crazy.
Never.
It's usually, to give you an idea, anywhere from the East Coast anyway, anywhere from $800 to $1,000 a ticket.
And when you have kids, that matters so much.
Oh, yeah.
That matters so much.
Right.
When you have to pay for a couple extra airline tickets. Round trip, too, people. We're not giving you prices for one way. This is round trip. So, I mean, and we usually don't talk like prices that much on here, because we really want to just give you the best value of what each property is whenever we talk about our own experiences. But this is one of those you have to talk about it. I mean, This is like unprecedented times.
Yes. And if you're flexible, on the airfare, I know not all of our listeners are in the Carolinas, but if you're flexible on where you can fly out of,
we'll price it out for you anywhere.
Yeah. Or if you're like, let's just say you live
Kansas City.
Yeah. Maybe you could go
Chicago.
to St. Louis or something and fly out. I don't know. But there's lots of different options, and
we'll find the deal for you.
We will find a deal for you.
We will. Yeah, you let us know, because we've booked people all over the country, also all over the world. We have so many listeners all over the place here. But yeah, you let us know where you're based. We will ninja it for you, find you the deal, and it's amazing right now. It really is. So,
oh yeah. Now I have one more destination.
Well, what is it?
For the adventure seekers out there, Costa Rica.
Okay.
So 2 people. I would not take kids to this property, but it's called the Tabacon Thermal Springs Resort, and it is in the Volcano area. And so 2 people with airfare. This is not all-inclusive, but it does include the round-trip airport transportation and the 5-night stay. and cancel for any reason insurance, $26.70. And that's
Wow.
a 5-star resort.
Wow.
So on average, you're going to definitely spend closer to $4,000 for that.
Holy smokes. I mean, everything I think is coming out to around that 40 to 60% off range, depending
Yes.
on what property you pick. I mean, again, I just don't see it going any lower. It can't, or else
No.
they're literally just losing money then. And they'd rather not book you than lose. You know, they'd rather have nobody than lose money.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. That's crazy.
Yes. Now, I also priced out, so the Riu Palace, Costa Rica, 2 adults with same thing. Now, this is all-inclusive, though, and cancel for any reason insurance.
Good
5
value
nights.
property. It's a
Yes,
very good
great
value
value
property.
property. $26.26.
Good Lord.
Yes.
I just can't. I don't know what to say.
Right.
Because these things are sinking. I mean, the prices are just tanked. Because a lot of people are canceling their trips. So, I mean, a lot of these, and they should, because of the travel ban, and you can't, like, sometimes you physically won't be able to go soon. But I think once this passes, I mean, the supply, the capacity is going to be so wide open that these rates are going to pull that capacity back up. I don't know. I don't know how long they'll last. Probably as long as, I think once you start to see this thing turn, they'll start to trickle up slowly. Because right now they're booking for the summer and fall.
Right.
Spring's pretty much. I mean, we might still be in our same shoes that we're in here with this mess in the next couple weeks.
Right.
So I think you might have a couple more weeks of this, but I really don't know. It's so hard to say.
Yeah. No,
I mean, if any
agree.
optimistic news comes out, these things are going to go back up, I think.
I agree. Yeah. So
It's
that
gonna
same
turn.
all-inclusive resort for a family of 4 with round-trip airfare, everything, cancel for any reason, insurance, $43.72.
Wow.
So again, these prices, I just would highly recommend taking advantage of them and advantage of the deals, because you're not going to see them go any lower, and there's little risk to it. Especially if you know that at some point in the next year you want to take a vacation, there's not really a risk to it.
If you know you're traveling for a family vacation or just as a couple in the next 12 months, this is a time to book.
Right.
This is a time to book. And you're still protected where you could cancel if you want to. So there really is little to no risk in booking right now.
Right.
Other than you're just going to get a lot of the upside of people canceled trips. And what's really cool, too, is if you go in June or July, let's just say things clear up like everyone kind of thinks they will, so we're out of this thing by early May, worst case. I mean, these resorts are going to be at 50% capacity. You're going to get phenomenal service. I mean, we just got back from the Ritz-Carlton Cancun. Mm-hmm. Probably at maybe half occupancy, maybe less.
Yeah, if that.
I mean, the service was unbelievable.
It was outstanding.
When you have a offset ratio of employees and guests, where you have a lot more employees working than guests, you're going to get fabulous service.
You get amazing
service. Is usually going to be good either way, but you get even better.
Yeah, it's just extra attention. Yeah.
Oh, it was so nice. We had so much fun.
Now, I don't have this on my paper, but I had priced this out for someone yesterday because a few weeks ago we had been looking at it. And I know cruises are kind of a sensitive subject right now, but Royal Caribbean is offering some great deals on their cruises, and they also have a 48-hour cancellation policy. So cruise with confidence is what it's called.
Yep.
So they are allowing you to, if up to 48 hours prior to your sailing, you can cancel your cruise, and then you'll get 100% future cruise credit
Holy smokes, that's great.
to use at a later time if you don't
That's
feel
literally no risk
comfortable.
unless you have the flights, right?
Right. So for a family of 4, I was looking at a Royal Caribbean cruise out of San Juan on the Freedom of the Seas. That was a 7-night Southern Caribbean cruise. And about a month ago, it was $1,800 a person for the cruise for a balcony room, and now it's $950 per person.
Wow.
So it's literally 50% off, and the airfare's gone down, and that's 50% off. So
You have people booking.
Yeah.
I mean, we actually have a lot of people booking right now because we know a lot of our clients' travel patterns, and we have a lot of them that we know they're coming up. They're like, oh, we're booking. You know what I mean? There's people taking advantage of this. Not many, but there are.
yes,
you know?
there are. So, but again, I can't highlight enough these deals.
Unprecedented times.
Yeah.
We're in unprecedented times.
Yes.
And if you know you're traveling in the next 12 months and you believe humanity is going to carry on and this won't wipe us out, which I don't think is going to wipe us out. I think we'll be fine.
Well, and
We'll
if
get
it
through
does wipe us out, then I mean, it's not like you're taking the money with you.
no one's traveling
So-
anyways if we're all wiped out. Yeah, you can't take it with you. But
Right.
But I'm not. We don't want to be insensitive to those sick because it is a horrible thing that's going around. Don't get me wrong. Like this disease, I think it's a little more dangerous than some of the flus that are out there, pneumonias. I mean, it's a no one knows much about it, I don't think.
And and I think that's what's scary about it. Yeah,
it's what's scary.
Unknown.
It's an unknown thing, and so we want everyone to take that very seriously, and everyone's safety is first and foremost right now. So, but you can definitely book a trip and then make that decision way closer to the time of travel. But if you believe we're going to get through this, which I know we will, and it's a great time to take advantage of this stuff.
It absolutely is. Yes.
So call us up. You want to give our 1-800 number out?
1-800-674-3278. You probably don't remember it.
I don't. That's why I asked you. That's why I said, do you want to do it? Because I'm sitting there, I was like, I hope you know it.
Yes.
I don't know why I can't remember that. I got to write it down and put it on like the microphone right here in front of me.
Yeah, I had trouble remembering it at first, and then you kept telling me to make sure that I remembered it. So I'm like, what was it? Bill Gates said, you don't have to, or Warren Buffett, you don't have to be really smart, but just surround yourself with smart people. Oh, look. You started the podcast? Yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Let me stop that.
What are we doing? All right, put your phone down.
Well, you said you wanted
I'm glad you're a listener.
You wanted to give a shout out to the person who did the review, and I can't figure out how. I don't know.
Here, pass me the phone. I'll figure it out.
I was going to say, I don't know these podcasts, how to navigate it very well.
Oh, jeez. Oh, let me get you going here. Here we go. Shout out. No, I don't know their name. I can just see the review here, but yeah, got a nice 5-star review from Zaner99. Thank you so much. Hannah Marie 67. Thank you so much for the review. Madison Boy. Thank you so much. RG2354. Kaylee Reeves. All you guys are rock stars. Thank you so much for the positive vibes. We really appreciate it. You know, we do put a lot of energy and effort into this, and we do it for free. We do it to try to share as much information as we can, because there are so many nuances to travel, and it's important that you travel right.
Yes.
We'll have to talk about on the next episode, bookit.com. We're going to have to do
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do, we might want to record one right after this about that, because
that is some crazy stuff.
We got to talk about it.
Yeah, that actually, we do need to talk about it.
That's a little teaser. Google bookit.com. Go ahead and Google it.
Yep.
And then Google News. Go look up articles on bookit.com right now, and we're going to share our take on it on the very next episode.
Yes.
Oh. Question of the day.
I was going to say, what's the question of the day?
Question of the day. Aisle or window seat?
For me?
Yeah.
It really depends on the length of the flight.
Correct. That's what I think too.
Yeah. If it is an hour and a half or less, then I'll take a window. But then again, I've also gotten to where I am not a great flyer, and so it kind of scares me to look out the window. But then it also scares me to not be able to see what is going on. So I guess whatever. But if it's a longer flight, I would say longer than an hour and a half, I need an aisle because I'm going to get up 4 times at least.
Yeah, so I'm an aisle guy.
Yeah.
I don't like the window seat. I do like seeing what's going on outside, but if I'm this sounds very, this is gonna sound very bad, but if I am in coach, which I'm just not a lot because of my status with American.
He's executive platinum, so
the highest status you can get.
He gets upgraded almost all the time.
But when I am in coach, I do prefer the aisle. In first class, I don't care, but in coach, I would prefer the aisle, even on shorter flights. Just because. And so here's the hack: in the morning, I especially in the morning, I like an aisle seat because I know I'm gonna have to get up and pee. I drink a lot of coffee in the morning, and what happens if you take early morning flights is if you're not in the aisle seat, someone in the middle or the aisle, say you're in the window, that middle or aisle person's going to be sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
They sleep early in the morning, and you've got coffee that's running through your body, and you're just like, crap, I got to pee, and then you got to hold it, and then, you're not really...
And you're uncomfortable.
You're uncomfortable. You don't want to wake anybody up, and you know what? I've gotten to the point now where I'm a little insensitive about that, though. I just wake people up. Like, if you got to go, you got to go. You have to respect that. If I'm an aisle seater, which I am, I book aisle all the time if I can. If I fall asleep and the guy next to me has to pee, wake me up. I don't care. I mean,
yeah,
we're all in this together. But some people probably don't feel that way. That'd piss somebody off.
Yes, it probably would.
Like, hey, I got to pee. I'm not going to hold my pee so this guy can get a little bit of sleep. I got to go.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I'm definitely an aisle seat. Oh yeah, you're giving me the finger wheel.
Yeah, I'm like you're
shut the up and let's
You're
go.
Rambling because you are a rambler.
I know. I'm a rambling, gambling.
And there you go again. Further proving my point.
Okay, I'm shutting up. All right, love you guys. We'll see you next time. Give us a 5-star review. Love you.
Thank you.